This section contains 16 carefully selected questions covering Part A of the Information System Auditing process. We will take our time to go through each question, understand what it is really testing, and examine all the answer options to see why one is correct and why the others are not. The goal is not just to pick answers, but to build strong reasoning, reinforce key information system audit concepts, and help you think like an information system auditor in real exam situations. By the end of this review, you should feel more confident, better prepared, and clearer about how to approach similar questions in the actual exam. What's the primary reason information system auditors follow CISA's standards? Option A says consistency and quality. That's exactly right, because standards create a baseline worldwide. Option B mentions regulatory reporting, but standards don't replace laws. Option C suggests step-by-step procedures. That's what guidelines are for. Option D says replace organizational policies. Not correct. Correct answer, A, ensure consistency and quality globally. Whenever CISA says standards, think mandatory minimums. Here we ask, what are CISA's audit guidelines? Option A, legally binding? No, they're not laws. Option B, recommended practices? Yes, exactly. They help apply standards. Option C, industry benchmarks? Not quite. Option D, optional but must be documented if ignored? CISA never said that. Correct answer, B, recommended practices. Standards are mandatory and must be followed, while guidelines are recommended best practices that should be followed where applicable. What's the primary function of IS audit? Option A, design controls. That's management's job. Option B, provide independent assurance. Exactly correct. Option C, enforce policies. Again, that's management. Option D, monitor operations. Nope, that's IT operations. Correct answer, B, independent assurance. The auditor is like a doctor who diagnoses, not the nurse who treats. An IS auditor identifies a conflict of interest during audit planning. According to CISA's Code of Professional Ethics, the auditor should: Option A, proceed but avoid auditing that area. Not acceptable, you're still compromised. Option B, disclose the conflict to stakeholders. Yes, this is the ethical and professional approach. Transparency allows others to decide whether you can continue. Option C, ignore it if it doesn't affect audit quality. Wrong. Perception of independence is just as important as actual independence. Option D, resign immediately. Too extreme. Resignation might be necessary in some cases, but disclosure comes first. Correct answer, B, disclose the conflict of interest. What distinguishes an audit from an assessment? Option A, audit is independent, assessment may be self-conducted. Correct. B, audit is less formal. No, audits are more formal. C, assessments need external validation. Not true. D, audits don't provide assurance. Wrong, that's their purpose. Correct answer, A, independence. Independence is the key exam word. What's the primary purpose of compliance audits? Option A, process improvements. No, that's operational audits. Option B, verify adherence to laws, regulations. Exactly right. Option C, design controls. Management's role. Option D, test efficiency. Again, operational audits. Correct answer, B, verify compliance. Compliance implies following the rules. Which best describes a review? Option A, limited scope, negative assurance. Yes. Option B, full scope audit opinion. No, that's an audit. Option C, evaluation by management. That's self-assessment. Option D, certification of financials. That's external financial audit. Correct answer, A, limited scope, negative assurance. A review is a quick health check, not a full exam. What's the main difference between self-assessments and independent audits? Option A, cost, may be true, but not key. Option B, lack of independence, exactly the key. Option C, higher assurance, false, they're lower assurance. Option D, focus only on IT risks. Not correct. Correct answer, B, independence. Always remember that independence is directly linked to assurance. The more independent the auditor, the stronger and more reliable the assurance provided. What should drive audit area selection? Option A, past audit findings, helpful but not primary. Option B, highest residual risk. Yes, that's risk-based planning. Option C, auditor preference, never. Option D, availability of staff, important but secondary. Correct answer, B, highest residual risk. The word risk almost always signals the correct answer. What influences audit prioritization most? Option A, regulatory requirements and enterprise risk appetite, correct. B, auditor's technical background, no. C, last year's plan, outdated. D, management requests, input, but not the driver. Correct answer, A, regulatory plus risk appetite. Banks prioritize compliance because of zero tolerance for regulatory failure. A new system is coming. What should the auditor do? A, add an engagement to review, correct. B, wait until after go live, too late. C, exclude it, wrong, that's high risk. D, rely on project team docs, not independent. Correct answer, A, add engagement. Better to inspect the bridge while it's being built, not after cars fall off. What event most requires a mid-year plan change? A, new auditors hired, no. B, audits finished early, no. C, merger, acquisition, yes. Risk profile changes drastically. D, audit committee changes, governance issue, not audit scope. Correct answer, C, merger. Anything that changes enterprise risk, M&A, regulation, new tech, changes the audit plan. What prevents errors before they occur? A, detective, after the fact. B, preventive, yes, before it happens. C, corrective, fixes after detection. D, compensating, substitute controls. Correct answer, B, preventive. Example, input validation, access controls. A reconciliation after transactions is what type? A, preventive, no. B, detective, yes. C, corrective, no, doesn't fix. D, directive, no, that guides behavior. Correct answer, B, detective. Another example, a smoke alarm doesn't prevent fire, it detects it. Which of the following is an example of a corrective control? A, incident response, yes, it fixes after detection. B, access restrictions, preventive. C, segregation of duties, preventive. D, firewall rules, preventive. Correct answer, A, incident response. Example, restoring a backup after ransomware. What's the most important factor in evaluating control effectiveness? A, cost versus benefit, correct. B, manual versus automated, relevant but not key. C, number trained, no. D, documentation, necessary but secondary. Correct answer, A, cost versus benefit. Don't spend more protecting an asset than the asset is actually worth. Controls should be cost-effective and proportionate to the value and risk of the asset being protected.